What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? It's I, Winnie Brits, your favorite British locked YouTuber. If you are an old subscriber, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, it is a pleasure to have you here. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button before the end of this video. So yeah, obviously, like you guys can see, you are obviously watching this video because you want to see how I achieved this look. It's a very simple kind of glam. To be honest, in general, I like my simple beats with a hint of gold touches. So yeah, we're just gonna dive straight into this video. So first things first, it's important to make sure that your skin is moisturized. I'm going to be using Roche Posay's 30 SPF, which looks like this. Just letting you know, guys, I'm gonna be looking predominantly down here because I've got my mirror here, and sometimes I may look above just to look at my monitor to just make sure that everything is looking as it should. But in case you don't know, I have combination skin. I do tend to get quite oily in my T-zone area. However, I do make moisturizing a priority, and I also make sure to not shy away from hydrating products also. Once I've moisturized, next step is eyebrows. So for eyebrows, I'm going to be using Rimmel London's Pro Brow Micro, and I'm using it in color dark brown. So what I like to do is I like to just brush my eyebrows upwards with the spoolie thing. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I just like to just brush it upwards just to get the hairs out of the way. Then I just like to line up the bottom of my eyebrows, and then I like to line up the top. I do it ever so gently, just gentle strokes, and then I just gently fill up the lines within my actual eyebrows. I don't be doing too much, like I just do it very ever so lightly. You lot know I like light beats. I ain't trying to look like a dramatic clown out here. Next up, I'm going to be neatening up my eyebrows with Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And I'm going to be using the colour Mocha. Literally, with this concealer, as I'm filming, I literally bought this earlier on this week because I thought, you know what? Let me just give a new concealer a try. You lot know I normally use Maybelline's Fit Me. And I've been using that for a while. And while it is great, I kind of wanted to see what better options may potentially be out there, and I had seen a lot of great reviews about this, so I thought, why the hell not? I'm gonna be going in with a flat brush that I got from Primark. So literally I just use it to just make my eyebrows neater. In terms of this concealer, I've got to say I absolutely adore the consistency. Like, it doesn't budge all day. It's not cakey either. The formula is just lush. I absolutely love it. So we've got that, you've just got your eyebrows did fresh look. That's what we're going for. Great, now it's time to prime. For primer, I'm going to be using Becca's Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. I like to just warm it up on my hand, and with this primer you don't rub it in, you just pat it in. I see a lot of people rubbing it in, but you're actually meant to warm it up with your fingers and just pat it in. You're actually technically meant to use it predominantly in your problem areas, but I do like to just go all over my face with it. Sometimes when I kind of want more of a glowy look, I would just use it around my oily areas and leave everywhere be. But yeah, today I'm just gonna go all over it on my face. We're gonna be using Revolution's Conceal and Correct Color Corrector in color orange. I just like to go over my beard area, because if I don't do this, then basically what's gonna happen is my foundation is not gonna look even. So I like to go over it on my beard area, and obviously my problem areas where I've got like black scars on my cheeks, and I've got a few black scars on the side of my face. Literally a little goes a long way, so I tend to not put the wand back into here and just try and use as much as I possibly can. This is my Primark beauty sponge. Yes, there is foundation stains on it, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I use my stuff. I wash my makeup brushes and my sponges like once every 2 weeks, and yeah, I last washed it last week. I then like to go over the color corrector that I've just used with my Laura Mercier's translucent powder. And for that I'm going to use this kind of fluffy brush. Again, it's a part of the Primark set. For foundation, we are going to be using Estee Lauder I Am Color Deep Spice. To be honest, it is the winter season, so I'm kind of thinking, I'm not too sure if I'm due to maybe double check if I may be a lighter shade, but for now this is what I'm using. I don't buy the pump with it, so I use the same flat brush that I use for my concealer to basically use to just dab the foundation onto my face. I don't put foundation on my nose because my nose tends to get quite oily during the day. So what I do is when I am blending or brushing out my foundation, whatever product is left, I then put a little bit on my foundation, and it kind of goes the same with my forehead. You can see I've just put a tiny bit on my forehead area. To blend out my foundation, I'm gonna be using this brush. Again, it's looking a bit wayward because I have used it earlier on this week. It's a part of the Primark set. And I am going to be using Revolution's Sport Fix spray. Honestly, at the minute, it's one of my favorite setting sprays. I like to give it a good shake. I also give my foundation a good shake. I can't remember if I showed that to you on cam or not. And then I like to just spray up my brush about 2 to 3 times. And then I like to go in with the same beauty sponge. I do this because I feel like beauty sponges give your foundation more of like a skin-like feel. I don't like the look that just using a brush gives my foundation. I feel like, I don't know, it just doesn't look how I'm comfortable with. I want my makeup to look like my skin. Now that's done, I'm going to go in and conceal. I'm going to be using the same Too Faced Born This Way multi sculpting concealer in the same Mocha. I'm just going to put a bit under my eyes. Line it across my nose. A little bit on my mouth. I normally don't do the forehead area and the chin area, but why not? Something different, I suppose. I'm gonna do the chin area. Forehead, I'm not gonna do that. I like to use, again, my beauty sponge, and I like to just dampen it up about 2-3 times. I just like to take it like around to my eye area because when I'm using my eyeshadow later, I am going to need the colors to pop a little bit, and I feel like concealer does that. In a previous video, you lot did see me try, what did I try? Revolution's canvas thing. Where is it? This is what I tried. Revolution's cut crease canvas. I didn't like it personally because I felt like it was just too white. Now, to set the concealer, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier's translucent powder again. And the same fluffy brush from Primark. What I like to do is, you know what, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I use quite a bit, sometimes I use a little bit, but I just pat the powder into all the places that I have applied. I say pat, but you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, I just basically pat the powder into all the places that I have used the concealer. I use a tiny bit on my eyelids as well. I don't really call this contouring, but I guess in replacement for contour, what I do like to use is Fenty Beauty's Mocha Mami. It looks like this. This is how it looks like in color. It's absolutely beautiful. And then to apply, I'm just gonna apply some on my cheekbone area. I use this number 7 brush. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's a contour brush nevertheless. I literally just use the angled side, and then I just guys see how it looks compared to that side? Hopefully you guys do. And then on the fluffy end, I just dab a little bit to my chin just to add a little bit of colour. And then I also add a little bit to the top of my head just to add a little bit of depth. So for eyeshadow today, what I'm going to be using is Patrcia Bright's Rich in Life palette, which was in collaboration with Revolution. And it looks like this. I have done a video on it, I believe, before. Can't remember if it was the Rich in Life or Rich in Color palette, but I did speak about both of them. Eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use a random brush that came with an old Urban Decay palette that I bought a very long time ago. So for our transition color, I think we are going to go with... We're going to go with Brown Sugar, which is this one. It's a nice brown color. Just gonna apply it with the fluffier end of my brush. I like to just apply it like outwards, almost so that you get a bit of a cat eye effect. Then for my actual lid, I am going to use Workaholic. Oops. Am I gonna use Workaholic or No Games Played? Okay, we'll go for Workaholic. Workaholic looks like this. So with the flat brush side, I'm just gonna pop that all over my eyelid. Hope y'all can see. I might have to bring you guys a little bit closer. No. Okay, now we're close. Yeah, I feel like now you guys are close, you can see the colors more better. So that's basically how we are looking like. I want to add a little bit of a shimmer. So for the shimmer, we're going to go for... We're gonna go for Shining, which is this pretty color right over here. Whenever my camera wants to, yeah, that color right there, that's what we're gonna go for. Yes, here we are. That's how Shining looks like. Really like a stunning gold color, shimmery gold. I'm just gonna pop that on my eyelid that I just put Workaholic over. I just feel like it adds a little, do you see it? It adds a stunning kind of something to it, a stunning kind of shimmer to it. I absolutely love this. Like during the week when I'm doing my makeup for work, I absolutely love using like a matte color as a base and then just popping some shimmer on top of it. Sometimes I'll do all over the eyelid, like I'm doing now, the small part of my actual eyelid. Sometimes I'll just pop a little bit of shimmer just in the center, so that like when I'm standing like in a light, you see that little shimmer. Do you guys know what I mean? For eyeliner, we are going to be using Kiko's Intense Color Long Lasting Eyeliner, which looks like this. Okay, one end you have got like some kind of fluffy, I wouldn't say it's fluffy, but some kind of spongy thing, which I'm guessing that if you wanted to do like a smoky eye look, you use that. And then obviously you've then got the eyeliner. So I'm going to be using this to do my bottom line. Oh, am I even capturing it well? Oh gosh. Now it's time to brush away the excess powder from earlier on. So yeah, that's obviously been sat in here for a while. I don't really call this baking. I wouldn't say that I bake, but I don't know what I would call this, because I do allow my translucent powder to kind of sit in for a while until after I've done my eyeshadow and just done my eye area before I brush it off. So this is how we're looking right now. For highlighter, we are going to be using MAC's Gold Deposit. I'm not gonna lie, this is like one of my favorite highlighters that I discovered in 2019. And for my highlighting brush, I'm gonna use Morphe's N510. So it looks like this. But I just think it's just so pretty, guys. You see that? Gorgeous. Just add a bit of color back to my face, because sometimes when you bake, or if like me you just allow translucent powder to just sit into the parts that you've concealed for a while, it can give you a bit of a ghostly kind of ashy look. So just to add a little bit of color, I'm gonna go back in with my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami. And with the fluffy end of my number 7 brush, I'm just gonna add a little bit to my nose, just so that I don't have that ghostly feel, and just to add a bit of color back into my skin, like you can see. I'm just gonna pat around the edges. Sometimes, like in previous look, like the other look that you may have seen me do before, I do, instead of doing this with the Mocha Mami, I would do it with a highlighter and just highlight my nose a little bit, just to give me a bit of a glowy feel. But today we ain't trying to go for too much glow. Time to set the whole face with setting spray, baby. For mascara, I'm going to be using Benefit's Bag Gal Bang. I'm using the travel sized one. It looks like this. Honestly, this mascara, I cannot fault it at all. I love the formula. I love the look that it gives my eyelashes, especially as I don't wear falsies. Guys, look at my eyelashes, yeah? And then look at the one that I'm yet to use the mascara on. Do you guys see the difference, mate? I don't wear false eyelashes, so because I don't wear false eyelashes, and to have the pleasure to come across a mascara like this, it has me feeling like I am wearing falsies. It gives me that va-va-voom that I feel like I need. Now for my second favorite part of doing my makeup. Did I even say what my first was? Do I have a first? But anyways, one of my really favorite parts are trying to figure out what lipstick I'm gonna go for. For this look, I'm feeling for something pinky, like a cute little pink vibe. So I think I'm gonna grab something pinky. So we're gonna go in with MAC's Chesnut Lip Liner. I ain't gonna lie, MAC Chesnut Lip Liner is definitely one of my all-time favorites. So we're gonna go in and just line up. Nowadays, I really like to just really line up our lips. And then we are going to use Kiko Milano's Unlimited Double Touch in color 111, which looks like this. I'm not gonna lie, Kiko's Double Touch lipstick is definitely one of the favorite lipsticks that I discovered in 2019. I couldn't get enough of it. Like literally, I have got many of their colors. Anytime they do a 50% sales, I am all over that. Anytime I'm using this lipstick done, I always got on, because you don't want to get no lipstick stains on your teeth. That is not cute at all, and I've been in that position before. Never again. And I like the gradient, you know, obviously you got the brown on the sides and then it, oh gosh. And then my favorite part of this lipstick is this end where you add the glossy part to it. That basically locks the color in. So this lipstick generally lasts me all day. I only apply it once in the day when I go to work, and I can eat, drink, whatever, and I'm good to go. So just like you saw at the start of the video, this is the final look, guys. I think I'm just a simplistic person, so I love the makeup thing. I'm gonna be loving trying out new products and stuff, but I do like my soft beats because I don't want to deviate too much from how I originally look, and I know what works well for my face. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have like any suggestions or different things that you might want to see me try, or maybe you want me to experiment with other colors, maybe be more bold and stuff, let me know in the comment section below, and if I can do that, I will. Thank you so much for watching. If you still haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please make sure you do so, and until my next video, take care, be good.